We are wrapping up a project for a homeowner on Tuesday, and on Wednesday that homeowner goes into surgery. So we want to put together a nice little care package, and one of the things we're going to do is potentially make some custom coasters. So first we're going to make a mold. We're then going to import a few things to make this a little bit more custom. So, see you in a second. So I think this is the emblem that I would like to have embossed or embedded into the coaster. This actually is what the final project will look like. We're then going to make a silicone mold of this, which will invert it, and then when we pour the concrete back in, it will revert it. So I didn't need to invert it in this stage. I'm worried some of these lines might be too thin, so let's put it in Cura and see what happens. All right, we've got it in Cura. It's telling me it's going to take 10 hours to print this. Let's preview it. See, how does this look? This is what our final image is going to look like. Not a huge fan of these small pieces here or here. I wonder if I can move the W over just a bit if I do that. Maybe I'll enlarge the W. That might look a little better. Oh, looks like it's done. So this will be what the coaster itself will ultimately look like at the end. Okay, now we're going to mix up a 2-part epoxy. You said epoxy. It's silicone. But pretend you didn't hear that. Let's go with 120, 160 grams. So we'll go 80 here. See how far that gets us. A little more. That's close enough for me. And let's try part B. This stuff is good. It's flexible, but it's actually pretty firm. So using it as a mold with concrete works really well. I think if you are trying to do something really delicate and thin, you might want something a lot more flexible than this. Oh, there we go. A little too much of that, but you know what? Who's counting? Not me. And we mix it for a few minutes. All right, you'll notice a few things. There's going to be some bubbles in it. That's fine. Those will work their way out. But also one of the things I learned is that for really tight spaces, like this pattern, for example, those bubbles can stick and not necessarily get into all of the nooks and crannies. So what I'm going to do now is take a little pick, and I'm just going to go through and make sure that all the little tight areas are, that this silicone has kind of gone in, any bubbles are released from those little tight areas, because those little bubbles will show up in the final product. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now let's pour. You might be able to see those bubbles are already starting to come to the surface. Hopefully I mixed enough here. Let's see. Oh yeah, we're good. We're golden. All right, it looks like the mold is done. So let's unbox this guy. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Let's see if we can loosen it from the edge. It's feeling pretty firm. Oh yeah, that's firm. Okay, so there is the negative. Let's put some concrete in it. All right, now we are going to mix up some cement in a 1:5 ratio. So let's put in 33. There we go. And we're going to mix some cement all in here till we get to 200. Don't breathe that dust, anybody. That'll kill you. All right. Put that lid on. And let's, perfect. Now, let's get out our little homemade vibrating board. I just took some 3D printed springs, stuck them to the bottom, so this thing's got some bounce to it. Get our mold ready. And one of the things I found made it a little bit more effective to get all the fine details. Put a couple spritz of water on there. You know what? Go crazy. Just be yourself. Have fun. We're going to pour this all around and hope that I made enough. And it looks like maybe, just maybe I did. All right, we'll be back after these messages. We'll clean our stuff off and we'll do the next step. All right, this is your warning. It's going to get loud. I'm going to take our hammer drill and just vibrate this guy for a minute or two. Let's see how it turned out. It's the next morning. Had a chance to cure. I think you only really need like 6 hours for these things to cure, but yeah, no. Here we're loosening it up, and not bad. Not bad at all. Left some residue, which means that's detail that could have otherwise been. But I don't think it looks terrible. It's supposed to be a compass with a W.